Hello friends and my dear students, welcome all of you in my YouTube channel English Guru Rakesh. Subscribe the channel, share the video and press the bell icon so that you can watch the next videos. Today I will teach you a poem, How to Tell Wild Animal by Caroline Wells. Brief introduction of the poem. Students, this poem is a humorous one. It tells us about the dangerous ways to identify the wild animals. And it also tells us that how we can identify the wild animals while we come upon them. As according to poet, we can recognize the Asian lion if that roars before killing us. A Bengal tiger can be identified by its black stripes on the yellow body. A chameleon can be traced out if we find nothing on the tree, whereas a bear can be identified if it gives us a hard hug, and leopard from its black spots on its body. Poetess is talking about the practical experience here. If we want to identify any beast or the wild animal, then what we should do? That we must have the interaction with them. So the question is arising here, should we have the direct interaction to animals for their identifications? But I think according to poet, it should be. So let's recite the poem to know more about it. Detailed explanation of the poem. Students, let's read the first stanza of the poem. If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. So here the word dying, you can pronounce it dying. Okay. Otherwise it is dying. Right. The meaning of tawny, that is brownish yellow. And advance means to move, to come towards. Right. And meaning of beast means wild animal. Students, what does the poetess is saying here? She's saying that if you get any chance to visit the forest of the eastern states of your country, then you can come upon there with a wild animal that is of the brownish yellow color, and that wild animal can move towards to you, and that can attack on you, and when that will attack on us, then we can recognize that is nothing but that is an Asian lion. As according to the poetess, this Asian lion that can pounce upon us and that can kill us. And if he roars while we are dying, then we can recognize that that is the Asian lion. Let's proceed for the next stanza. Or if sometime when roaming round a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. The meaning of the word discern means to identify. to recognize, to make out. Ground is the body of the beast. Stripes, stripes means the lines, and noble means the graceful. Roaming means moving. So the poetess is saying here, when we pass through a forest of the eastern states, then we can come upon with a wild animal, and that animal can welcome of us, and that animal is beautiful one, full of grace, and that is having the black lines on its yellow body. So after looking that animal or beast, one must stand there calmly to wait whether that is going to eat us or not. So the poetess is saying here that we can recognize with this simple rule that animal is a Bengal tiger. The third stanza of the poem. If strolling forth a beast you view, view means to look, whose hide here means skin, with spots is peppered. As soon as he has leapt on you, you'll know it is the leopard. It will do no good to roar with pain. He'll only lap again. So lap means leap. Actually, the meaning is what? That is leap. It's not. There is no word that is lap, right? So the second form of the leap means the past and past participle, that is leapt. Okay. Strolling means walking leisurely. Peppered means covered with. Here in this stanza, poetess is saying that if you pass through a jungle or a forest of the eastern India, then you can have a look of a beast, and that beast skin is full of with spots, that is covered with spots, and that animal can leap on us, and if that animal will leap on us, then we must come to know at once that that is nothing but that is a leopard. Tivil, it means it will do no good to roar with pain. So the poetess is saying, if you will cry with pain when that animal will have the attack on us, then that will be of no use. So we should not cry with pain. If we will cry with pain, then that animal can jump upon us and can attack on us time and again, and that will not move from there. Now the third stanza. If when you are walking round your yard, you'll meet a creature there who hugs you very, very hard, be sure it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he'll give you just one more caress. Meaning of caress means loving touch. Yard, it is a open place in front of your house. Hugs means to put the arms tightly around or to embrace. So here the poetess is saying that if you walk in the yard of your house, अपने घर के आंगन में अगर आप घूम रहे हैं, then you can meet with a creature, with a beast, and that beast can put its arms around you so tightly. Then you must be sure in yourself that that is nothing but that is a bear. If you have any doubts, means if you have the doubt about that creature, and if you don't accept his hug, then he will certainly give you a one more loving hug, loving touch, caress, right? So we must come to know at once that that is a bear. Next stanza of the poem. Though to distinguish beasts of prey, a novice might nonplus, the crocodile you always may tell from the hyena thus. Hyenas come with merry smile, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. Beasts of prey means the animals, those kill the other animals for their food. So those are the beasts of prey. शिकार करने वाले जानवर, जो जानवर दूसरे जानवरों का शिकार करते हैं. Distinguish means differentiate. Novice. Novice means someone new to a job. Nonplus. Nonplus means to be puzzled or confused. So here the poetess is saying that a novice means a person who is a new to job, can be in the confusion and can become puzzled in identifying the beasts of prey, to differentiate the beasts of prey. So how a person who is new to a job can recognize those beasts of prey? So it is not difficult to recognize crocodile and hyena. Crocodile can be recognized because it comes to us with its tears, while hyenas, they come up to us with the happy smiles. So with the happy smile of the hyenas, we can recognize it, and we can recognize the crocodile from its tears. Last stanza of the poem. The true chameleon is small, a lizard short of think. He hasn't any ears at all, and not a single wing. If there's nothing on the tree, it is the chameleon you see. So here the poetess is saying that the real chameleons are very small. They are just like a lizard. As you have seen the lizard, so chameleons, those are like a lizard. But they do not have the ears, right? And they even do not have the wing. उनको पंख भी नहीं होते हैं. And here the poetess is saying that how we can recognize a chameleon. So chameleon can be recognized if we find nothing on the tree, because chameleons are very popular for changing its color. So they change the color as according to the color of its surrounding, right? So when their will be a chameleon on any branch of a tree or on the tree, then that will have the same kind of the color and you will find nothing there. Then at once you must come to know that nothing is there but chameleon. So in this way you can recognize the different types of the animals as according to the poetess and with the practical experience. So in this way we can say that it's a kind of the humorous poem, because we should not have the interaction with such type of the dangerous animal, because by doing this we can put our lives at the risk. Let's discuss the question answers of the poem. First question: does dying really rhyme with line? No, dying is not rhyming with line. So we have to pronounce it what? Dine. Then it can be a rhyming word with a line. Rhyming words which are having the same sound or tone. And especially in the poem, those are used at the end of each line, and they are matching in the sound. Second, how does poet suggest that you identify the lion and the tiger? So lion can be identified with its color, that is brownish yellow, and tiger, it can be recognized from its stripes on the yellow body. When can you do so according to him? Next question: do you think the words leapt and leap in the third stanza are spelt correctly? No. So leap is not spelt correctly. So it is what? That is from the word leap. Why does poet spell them like this?
Poetess.
Spell them in order to show the action, the quick action of the leopard and the sudden attack of the leopard, that how much quick and sudden the leopard is in a attack. Next question: do you know what a bear hug is? It is a friendly and strong hug such as bears are thought to give as they attack you. Again, hyenas are thought to laugh and crocodiles to weep as they swallow their victims. Are there similar expressions and popular ideas about the wild animals in your own language? Bear hug, that is not a kind of the friendly hug, that is a strong hug, and that is a sign of the attack. And such type of the animals, they make their prey not to move, they make them immobilize and to stay at a one place. Next question: look at the line, a novice might nonplus. How would you write this correctly? So we can write it correctly: a novice might be nonplussed. Okay, why is the poet's incorrect line better in the poem? So here the poetess line sounds better because he makes it to rhyme with the line that is tell from the hyena thus nonplus. So that's why he has written here a novice might nonplus. Thank you for watching the video.